Alright, Jet. Ready? Some speed. Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you all are having a good Friday evening, a good start to your weekend. So I took a... You might have noticed, I didn't stream yesterday. It's fine. Don't panic. Good reason, okay? Yesterday was one of my off days. I decided to take a day off yesterday after streaming the newly released Unreal Engine 5 re-release or remake or remaster, any one of those three, for Slender the Arrival. In fact, actually, part of the reason I'm streaming a bit late today, I intended to start about an hour earlier at 8:30 CST, was actually because I was going through the Unreal Engine 5 update for Slender, trying to get all of the documents, which I did. And I was gonna start at 9, but then I had a bit of a spider incident. Let me pull up my Twitter real quick. Let me bring that up. Alright. So I'm gonna close the game. You're gonna see my desktop, alright? I'll explain why that is in a second. But look at this. Yeah, so I was going downstairs to get some water, and this little fucker decided to show up. I had a little bit of a spider problem. But it's okay, because he's dead. That's all spiders. Yeah, I just had a bit of a spider problem, and it kind of spooked me, honestly, which is weird for me to think about, because I'm actually not one to be very scared of spiders, because like typically they're really tiny, you don't really notice them. This one was really big, though. It was like the size of the finger, like the edge of it's like the size of my thumbnail. Basically, it was pretty big. In fact, I'd say probably the size of a penny. Just give a rough estimate of how big it was. So I had to go out of my way to kill that spider, and then carefully dump it in the garbage. And I had to like smack it enough with a fly swatter is what I used. Yes, a fly swatter. Uh, to make sure that it was dead. But hey, spider's dead, and we're all good. But yeah, I have a very special thing planned for today's stream. Because if you remember at the tail end of my Slender the Arrival stream a couple days ago, last stream, I did some speedruns. Speedruns are, they're what I do, my primary hobby outside of VTube. So, what I'll be doing today is speedruns of Banban. Yes, that weird indie horror series that you might have seen blow up on YouTube. But I'm not just doing one of the games, I'm doing all of them right here, 1 through 4. Uh, I typically run Banban like that instead of just like, running the games individually. Because that's just the format I like running them in, because otherwise they'd be pretty short. And the games have a nice progression as the Quadrilogy run goes on, because they just get progressively more and more broken. Banban is a huge skip, so stay tuned. But that's what I'll be doing today. But there's actually a particular reason why I'm playing Banban. Again, even though I already submitted it for AGDQ, my Quadrilogy runs are pretty much done. Because I got approached by this guy named Conception. Been around the speedrunning space for a while, and especially if you've watched GameStone Quick, I recognize the name Conception, because he's one of the staff members or showrunners thing that GameStone Quick does called GEQ Hotfix, which are basically these daily shows that they do every week to show off different sides of the speedrunning community. Or awfully silly, it's these really weird and bad games. And I got approached by Conception to do a Banban series speedrun. Yes, series speedruns. All for a Halloween special that he's doing the day before Halloween on the 30th, which is 10 days from now. Or I guess a little less than 10 because of time zones for when it's going to be shown. 6 to 9 p.m. CST, by the way. Um, so yeah, I'll be running Banban, or I'll be running for a hotfix show period. Uh, you know, this will be the first time I've ran for hotfix. There we go. In a long while, because the last time I ran for GDQ hotfix was back in December 2022, almost a year ago, for a different show, or GDQ hotfix show, called Speedruns from the Crypt, hosted by a fellow speedrunner named Dices. So it's pretty fun. Definitely looking forward to it. If you want more information about both of these things, hotfix and the show I'll be running for, type !hotfix chat. In fact, let me type that on my phone, actually. It's like... Yeah, it does. So yeah, there's the !hotfix command. Does it not work? Hold up. Oh, there we go. It just takes a second to show up. For some reason, my chat, which is just wagging a little... Or, wagging? Lagging a little bit. English is hard. But yeah, you can see what the !hotfix command gives you there. It gives you a link to Games and Quick's Twitch page so you can watch the run on that day if you want to. And I also linked the hotfix explainer page so you can learn more about what hotfix is about. So yeah, I'm going to do some speedruns of Quadrilogy. Since my PB is already pretty good, I'm not really aiming to go for a PB, or personal best is what that means. We're just aiming to get some runs in to D-Rust. As the last time I ran this was for MASH, Horrible Games MASH, about a month ago. And while I'm not terribly rusty, it's just good to be prepared. That's why I'm doing this. And while this is a speedrun, and I tend to go into focus mode when doing speedruns, I'm still going to try to keep it interactive, so for those chatters and lurkers, don't you worry. Will be noticed by me. Try to keep it interactive and fun. That's what I try to do. Alright. Oh yeah, one other thing I want to show before we start runs is I'm going to force quit out of the game and go to the desktop. We do that a lot for checkpoint codes throughout all the games, so don't you worry, you'll be seeing that a lot. If you wonder why I'm force quitting out of the game so much for all 4 games, that's why. Oh, and also I didn't explain this the past few streams this week, but doing the PNG tuber this week. I feel like leading up to when I eventually debut in the future, I could do a thing where I alternate doing PNG tuber one week and then 3D the next week, so on and so forth. Back and forth like that. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do from now on. Just to explain a little bit. For those that notice some slight changes with the stream, that's why that is. Yeah, let's go ahead and start runs. And
The
go.
battle begins.
First foot out here nice and quick after we grab these 2 batteries. There we go. Did I accidentally pause the timer? Whoops, okay, well this run's not legit anymore. Gotta reset. Man, I accidentally paused the timer because I was trying to reach over to my enter key, and I guess I just brushed the P key, which I have as a hotkey for pausing the timer, on the way over to hitting enter. So I had the game as Banban 3, just because it's not exactly possible to set the category to multiple games at once. So I just set it to whichever category of the four games has the most viewers at the moment, which is Banban 3. You gotta get that reach when you can.
The battle begins.
It took so long to grab that key card. The pickup ranges on some of these items can be kind of finicky. Yeah, you'll notice there's this drone I'm piloting around. That's kind of our main tool for interacting with the environment. Seen anything like Poppy Playtime, it's like the grab pack in that. So hi bird. Hashtag bird up, by the way. I will give no further context. Grab 6 eggs here for a quick puzzle. I didn't call the drone in here. Well, that's a reset. So yeah, what I meant to do there is call the drone. Oh, accidentally went to file select. What I meant to do there is call the drone as I entered the room. Okay. I was trying to call the drone as I entered the room to hit that button as I was collecting the eggs, like speed up the process of getting the eggs a little bit, but I just forgot to do that. That's not even the hard part. We still have plenty of hard stuff in all
The battle
four of the
begins.
games. Grab the key card, dude. My guy, it's not rocket science. I told you picking up items is hard. Thanks a little bit. Trying to load in there. Especially since we find this in real time and we don't remove loads. Yeah, I'm very consistent at all four of the games, so even if some things don't go exactly right, we should be pretty close to PB pace or personal best pace the whole way through. There's a few really hard tricks though, especially in Banban 3 and 4. Banban 4 especially, I really hope nothing bad happens. Give you an idea, it's tricks that could potentially soft lock the game. A few of them, actually, so that'll be fun. Oh my god. I did the same crap again. I forgot to call the drone. I need to remember to call the drone to that playground room. I don't know why. It's just like muscle memory. Just makes me forget to do that. Friggin' losing it. My marbles, chat. Getting simple stuff all of a sudden for no reason.
The battle begins.
It's a good quit up. I was kind of slow in picking up the batteries. I promise I'll remember to teleport the drone, or call the drone this time. Hey, Opila. By the way, in case you're wondering why I have the background I do when I quit out, it's Opila right there. He's a giant meme in the community. By the way, hashtag bird up. Just saying. Hopefully that hits the button. It can get stuck sometimes. Try to do that drone shot. Got all the eggs, so we should have to place them in Opila's mouth. So definitely not a sus position for the bird to be in. Like, mouth agape, arching his head back. Not sus in the slightest. Do all that to get a key card from the bird. You have to activate this pillar, and after hitting this button, get a hammer, break open some boards. Do some impromptu construction here. What? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. You know what? I won't reset that, but that was embarrassing. I thought for sure I hit the button. Oh shoot. I accidentally went to the break screen. I tabbed out of the game. This is spaghetti already. We're not even out of Banban 1 yet. I promise I know what I'm doing. I'm not just fluking it. This is all planned. Whatever you think is a mistake, it's all calculated. Alright? Remember that. It's all calculated. Totally planned this. Full puzzle here. I've been a little late. I was trying to go for a frame perfect trick there to warp to the other side here after picking up that key card. See if it worked. Ah, didn't work. That's fine. We have an alternate route that's a little slower, but still pretty fast. Just jumping on this card so we don't have to get chased by Opila over there. So get used to Opila, because you're going to see her a lot on my home screen. I quit out. Actually, is there even a gender for Opila that's ever been talked about? Fandom. I just went by she reflexively, but it probably goes by different pronouns. And it warped my thingy in there for some reason. But wait, call it again. That's the thing with getting good times in Banban, besides just like the platforming, of course, is managing the drone well so you don't lose time when doing puzzles. This elevator to come up and I'll be into Banban 1. Doors open! Open, open, open.
What happened?
Alright, cool. That's the end of Banban 1 right there. Moving on to Banban 2. I don't know if it's just the version I run on or something. It actually is the latest patch. There's just a lot of lag when loading into the game for some reason. See right there how the main menu took a little load.
What happened?
Card acquired. Let's bridge to the right to get over. Oh, jump up a little early to get a speed boost. The thing that makes jumps like that risky is that with Banban, with the physics in Banban, all four of the games, you don't really have much air control. Actually, you have no air control. Once you jump in a direction, you are committed to that direction. No real way to change where you're going,
Hey,
unless
you
you
there?
land and jump.
I can see you on the cameras.
Also, enjoy this
I'm
voice
so happy
acting.
to see you.
That's
I'm
supposed to be the
really
voice behind the mascot character of
Can
this
you hear
series,
me?
Banban.
Hello?
So you're gonna hear him a lot.
Listen, if you can hear what I'm saying, wave at any camera.
Some time. I almost messed that up because I was jumping around while the dialogue was playing.
Oh, thank God. I'm so glad you're here. I thought this was the end. I was looking around and walked into the security room. Then the door closed behind me and I've been stuck inside since. It needs a light blue key card to open, but I don't have it. I know why you're here, and I can help you, but you've got to get me out of here. If I recall correctly, only maintenance workers held the light blue key card. So you're gonna have to go down to the maintenance room and look there. The door there is probably locked as well, and I can't open it from here, but I do have control over the break room door.
So we can't use our drone right now.
You can find
Our
anything
boat is broken, so we're gonna repair it. Okay, that antenna right there. You can also change colors, starting with Banban 2, but I'm not gonna bother doing it right now. So hopefully I remember the puzzle here, because it's a specific order. Messed it up. Muscle memory took over, and I remembered the solution. Thankfully, there's not that many you really have to do with speedruns.
Now if you need
Even then, I
anything,
don't think the solutions are too hard to remember.
remember you're looking for a light blue key card. I lost mine a couple weeks ago.
Alright, so I mentioned earlier about how you use the drone to hit buttons for puzzles. The game kind of expands on that as the games go along. We have a pretty tough one to do in this next room, so cross your fingers, chat. Hope that I get it, because it's going to be really embarrassing and slow if I don't. It requires pretty precise angles to get these, actually. Oh. That hits the button and skip over. Line up. Oh, shoot. Oops. Restart that pattern. So don't disorient it. Okay. Should be good. Bam, there we go. Yeah, I know what happened the first time. I think I just like fat fingered right click and teleported the drone on accident. Also, I need to be careful here because I could die. I'm not. I like accidentally get caught in a corner, so let's hope that doesn't happen. There we go. As soon as that little thunk sound happens, we can force quit for another checkpoint reload. What's actually happening there is a spider-like enemy named Nap was chasing me. And if I'm too slow there, he'll catch me. And that thunk sound was just him dying pretty much. Weirdly enough, it's weird though how I have encountered a spider-based enemy
What happened?
this game, and I was just killing a spider earlier before the stream. So for those that weren't here at the start of the stream, I'll go ahead and explain the story again. My original plan tonight was to start at 8:30 CST. That was the plan. Um,
to deal with that thing down there.
but then I played Slender the Rivals, try to get all the documents, and I decided, okay, yeah, I'll delay it a bit more. Sorry, I'll delay the stream a bit more so I can finish that up.
Either way, it's best you take a nap. Prepare.
Well, as I was going downstairs to get some water before the stream, a spider appeared on my stairs, and it was a really big spider too, like the size of, we're talking the size of a penny. So I had to like get a fly swatter off my pantry and whack it until it just like started squirming on the ground, so I knew it wouldn't try to scuttle away or something. Spiders are scary, man. They can be a menace, just like the spider in this game. I set up here. Use the drone to hit the glass and skip a lot of this puzzle right here. Here we go. That vending machine for a quick drone lineup. That's a big thing as you're noticing with this game. A lot of precise lineups with the drone to solve puzzles quickly. There's a lot of drone puzzles in these games. Granted, we're skipping some of them, but they get skip a lot of the drone puzzles, or a lot of the drone, or a lot of steps in the drone puzzles, which is pretty nice. There's also this really cursed light here that drops off the ceiling at an angle, and I can never unsee it. I know it's like such a random detail, but it just always sticks out in my head whenever I see it. It's like, no, that's wrong. That shouldn't be there. So now we have to do a little kind of fetch quest section where we have to kill a screen monster that's blocking our way. We have to collect some basically monster blood samples from these monsters lying around the facility in order to fuel our adventure. And yes, it's a syringe where you collect the monster blood. And I also did a little trick there where I activated that door from the other side of the gurneys when I collected monster blood from that red monster right there. So that way I can activate that door early before coming over there. When I'm done with this section and I kill the screen monster, the door's already open, so I can just walk right in. Monster blood, so let's put it in this dispensary, and I'll get my firecracker. And a cannon, and that's what will axe off the green monster. By the way, I don't actually know what the green monster is called, so I just call it the green monster. I'm pretty sure it has an actual name, I just don't remember it. No! So unfortunately I died there. Oh, also I meant to split, but I forgot to. Skip that. I was trying to do a jump there where I used that bridge to jump across a little early, but I was a little late, I think, on the jump, so just barely missed the gap. Actually, I probably could have made that, but still a pretty wide gap. Unfortunately, because I messed that up, this next skip is, or this jump, rather, is a lot harder. Because I don't have the bridge to assist me, so the jump is a lot tighter. I have to make this entire jump without the bridge to help me. And it's just, you have a much smaller, like, you have to be very precise. Not only you have, like, less room to make the jumps, you need to be closer to the ledge. You also need to not bump into that podium, or else it's gonna move you off to the side, and you'll with it. Gosh, why is this so precise all of a sudden? I've done this jump before. I don't know why it's just so hard all of a sudden. I'm actually throwing. I'm actually throwing. I'm throwing. I'm a fraud. Never mind, I'm not a fraud. Finally, it was like my 4th or 5th try or something. That took so dang long. But we made it, at least. Very glad that I did. We can actually progress with the game now. You have to activate these 4 buttons in sequence. That one right there, and then that one over there. We have to hit 2 buttons on this side. Or squid after we activate a switch on a desk after hitting these 4 buttons. Yeah. Go, just waited for the sound to be sure. And by doing that, it'll skip a very long run down this next hallway. Which will probably take around 40 seconds or so, if not more. That's how long the hallway is. I'm gonna hit these buttons. Now, once I hit these 3 buttons, this door is gonna open. And as soon as as the drone is about to hit this 3rd button, I'm gonna try to pause at a specific time here. There we go. So we're not supposed to have the drone here normally, but by pausing at a specific time like I just did, we can keep it. So we keep this. Not supposed to do this until after this minigame that happens in this room, but since we have the drone early, or since we have the drone still, or the ability to use the drone still,
What happened?
just yoink our way right through. Not again! I'm a good teacher to begin with, Bambolina. Teaching sucks! No, I'm not gonna sit.
Where do you think you're going?
Yeah, I went a little too late on that one. It got killed by Opila. You have to go in a specific time in his walking animation so that you still have enough room to get to the door, but not so late that his AI activates. Otherwise, as you saw, he jump scares you. Thankfully, after doing the skip in the classroom, you just end up right there at an auto save point, which is pretty convenient. There we go. Yeah, I went way too late on the first one. I don't know how I managed that. So that's what time is wrong. I'm pretty sure that's a fake gold. So I did this run so well in my last run for some reason. Unless I did that split so well in my last run for some reason. Keep forgetting to split. I need to stop doing that. Maybe it's because I'm just trying to talk while I play and just keep forgetting to split. That might be why, to be honest. It's hard to do 2 things at the same time, okay? I'm trying to game, but I also want to keep it interactive. It's like, you know, with the GDQ run, I'll be doing the similar thing. I'll be talking and explaining stuff the whole time. Maybe I'll even have a commentator on. Pretty nice. So I'm in the talking mood, okay? I'm trying to get a bunch of words out. So that things are happening. Like putting these shells in. Seems kind of shellfish. Bad jokes aside, We did that to get a key card there to activate a mini game where we shoot some cannons at targets. Which is the biggest RNG thing out of all 4 of the games, or at least in Banban 2, it's the biggest RNG factor in gaining losing time in runs. Because how this game works is obviously you shoot cannons at targets. Which targets get activated here, like that one on the left, are random. You have to hit the corresponding cannon. For example, if it's the one on the right here, I have to hit this cannon on the left. Same with these 2 over here. There's also 2 cannons below deck. I also might have to activate. So we'll do 3 for that first round, and then 4 for the next 2 rounds. Rounds total. And of course, since the cannons you have to, or targets you have to hit are random each match and each round, you can lose time depending on where the activated targets are. Like if it's one of the 2 cannons below deck, I'd have to go down, then activate the cannons, then come back up, and it's a time waste. It's that one on the left over here. I guess technically my right, but whatever. What? How's that not it? I saw a cannon lit up! And I activated the cannon. Was that too slow or something? Oh, that is bullshit. Well, that's what happens if you fail one of the cannon shots, or in that case, you're too slow. You have to do the entire round over again, which is fun, because these rounds already take as long as they do. Just several minutes worth. Like a minute and a half for each round, I think. Shit. It's not going to count it because I'm too slow. You are actually shitting me. Yeah. So something with the cannon minigame that I'm just being really bad at remembering is that you'll notice after right after I shoot a cannon, right here I'll activate that one. I grab a firecracker. English is hard. My God. I grab a firecracker from this box. So as soon as the target lights up, I can immediately activate the cannon that corresponds to it. So I can shoot at the target. And I've just been forgetting to do that the past couple of times for no reason. And so I realized too late, oh, I need to grab a firecracker. So I grab one from the box, shoot at the cannon, or out of the cannon. But then I end up failing because I don't hit the target in time. I just did that twice in a row because I just had like a gigantic brain fart somehow. That's the first time I've ever had that happen. Such a long time. That's literally just me throwing. No other way to slice it. Yeah, minus that, the cannon minigame is pretty simple. Just have to hope you get good RNG with the cannon spawns. We already have kind of meh RNG because we got one cannon below deck. But hopefully it doesn't get any worse than that. In case you're wondering why the chase music is playing still, started getting chased, quote unquote, by Opila earlier, that pink bird. But we never actually got away from her, according to the game. So the chase music is stuck playing until we force quit out of the game. So enjoy this music for the next little bit. Failed it. Oh, just in time. I thought for sure I was going to fail that, and I would have been pissed. And it was the last cannon of the round, too. That would have made me extra pissed. Oh my god. See, I literally wasted 2 minutes just being a dumbass and not interacting with the cannons in time, so that's great. I'm not even that tired. Why was I so slow to using the cannons, dude? That was just like the biggest brain fart of my life. Oh my gosh. So you got some intense music for this Mirror's Edge section, or parkour section. That's pretty cool. I keep forgetting to split, man. I'm just out of it today. I don't know what's going on. Like, I did have drinks earlier, yeah, but I've had water and sobered up, so that's... pretty sure that's not it. Why am I just forgetting to split all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm just out of my element. Like... I'm making mistakes all over the place, like in the cannon minigame. I keep forgetting to split for seemingly no reason, and I'm just like falling off the platforming section here when I didn't before. It's like whenever I try to do something else at the same time as running this game, I just like my brain shuts down or something. Like I'm just incapable of playing this game without my full focus. Especially in this section, because the platforms here are so tiny. It just makes it extra spooky to do platforming, proper platforming here. But hey, that's what D-Rusts are for. Because like I said, I haven't done this category, or these games even, at least a month. That's honestly to be expected. There's always next run. It's not the end of the road. You have a better run than this. Because like I'm typically pretty consistent actually at Banban 1 and 2. Time losses like that shouldn't really be happening. There'll already be like 4 or 5 minutes behind at the end of Banban 2, not even halfway through. I guess technically at this point. It's just embarrassing. It's like I said, man. It's like I said earlier, man. I'm just like throwing super hard out of the blue.
You've been a bad student.
Archon ain't gonna do shit here. Oh, I'm doing that though because I'm actually just like fat fingering right click again. It's like Nabdelina here, because she just does this and chasing us. But she's raising her fist at us in a super weird way.
What happened?
What happened? Indeed, I'm asking that exact same question. My god, Banban 2 is a train wreck. I lost like 5 minutes. Oh, it was a disaster. But hey, it can only go up from here. So let's hope that trend doesn't go anywhere, at least anywhere lower. They're already deep in the red.
What happened?
Oh my god, almost 5 minutes lost. Not my proudest display, I'll say that much.
I don't know how you did it, but then again, you survived the giant elevator crash, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
But let's see if we can improve on that.
Also, again,
While Banban 3 has some pretty hard tricks, I'm also consistent at them. It's like I said earlier, or at least I alluded to a little bit, I'm pretty consistent in all 4 of these. Actually, with Rust, so should be okay. Copium too much. So I'm waiting right here because I have to pick up the second battery. I can actually activate the drone. And the second drone, or the second battery for the drone does not, or is not able to be picked up until Banban's dialogue. So I changed my drone's color to pink because why not? Customize the color of your drone, and I have time to while the dialogue is playing. Figure why not? I have to wait until that subtitle appears, and I first quit. So wait some dialogue. Load in a lot faster than 2. Why that happens, that must be like a match or graphics settings thing. Why it'd be graphics settings? Because I have the graphics for all of the games down pretty low to make sure they can on a higher. No, that's super weird. Activate the cleaner with the K. Let it do its thing. Hands on the floor. Get our key. Positively, the cleaners. I'm not kidding when I say cleaner with the K because it's literally spelled like that on this little monitor. So like how we just deposit those crayons to shoot as if we're using the force. Kind of funny actually, because I was watching Matt Pat play Banban 3 like way back, like I think 4 months ago, back in either June or July he played this. And he said the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, I never thought about that. Now I just can't unsee it. I know people shit on him for series out there, some of them across all channels, but I like to watch him because he's entertaining. Even if it's not 100% correct, it's still fun to watch. He's a pretty cool guy. Love to meet him, but he's just such a big person. I don't think I'd be able to. YouTubers. There's a couple of my OGs maybe they'd like to meet. It's like they can't just because of scheduling. It's like they're busy doing business behind the scenes, and obviously a lot of them go to a lot of conventions. While that would be a good place to meet them, I do not have the time or money to go to any of them. Although once I build my brand on here and actually become a YouTuber, sure, I would like to go to this convention called Offkai, which is a VTuber specific or VTuber centric convention. And it's in California. Place. So it's part of what attracts me to it, because I just like the state of California. I feel like if there's any like big place where I want to show, hey, this is what I have to offer. Any VTubers there, I think would be a good outlet for.
You've had a rough day, I can tell.
About to have a rough day of resets.
You wait for the moment you leave this wretched place with your child in hand. I can also tell. Not to undermine your efforts, but I fear that moment may never come. I cannot let it happen, and I will gladly show you why, but after I do, you take my advice. Leave this place.
Out there when he starts saying leave this place. And that skips not only a lengthy cutscene with him, but also a lengthy gameplay section where you have to do that
Taking them by surprise.
canon minigame that we did in Banban 2 again as Stinger Flynn. It's really weird hallucination. Super weird part of the game. Granted, I can kind of get why the Fork Brothers, which is still super weird. Somebody playing as one of the mascots that you've been kind of rallying against this whole time. It's kind of out there. Sure. Got 10 buckets here and put him in jail. Stinkers. That's you get another key. I mentioned this game loves key cards. These games even love key cards. And collectibles in these games. And now we play Leapfrog. These lights on the floor. So it's actually pretty easy though, because the window for these regions, even if you're a little off on the jump, or you do too many jumps, the game still counts it, and you're good. So like I could mess up a little bit, and the game would still count it. It's perfectly fine. See, I accidentally messed up a jump there, but it still counted it. So able to beat the menu. Anyways, these games love like little mini games or puzzles as if it's like Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 or something. But hey, it's fun to do puzzles every now and then.
What happened to you?
It's kind of annoying when they're hard. Thankfully, none of them in Banban are actually that hard. Like, honestly, the hardest thing about them is like spatial awareness. Of the mechanics of the drone. There's a puzzle in Banban 2, which we're gonna skip in this run. But there's a puzzle in Banban 4 where you have to like blindly navigate the drone. You have to have the knowledge of, oh, you can actually call the drone even when you're outside of where it's contained. Vice versa.
What happened?
That puzzle took me a little bit. I played Banban 4 the first time just because it's exactly what I was doing. I scratched my head like, a little stuck here. Yeah, similar to the puzzle I did in Banban 1, buttons on the wall. Do some color association. As for the lore reasons, it's weird, but Banban will kind of explain it.
Of course, precautions and trading can only get you so far.
Oh,
We had to think of
we only see the first little bit.
Nabnali.
Basically, we have to get Nap, that spider fiend, Banban 2, a mate, so that we can proceed with the game and not get jump scared by him. I have to concentrate for it, because there's a glitch here I'll be doing for it that's pretty precise. So, close attention. Have good timing. Looks good so far. So what happens with that is like I said, it's color association, and you have to hit the colors in a certain pattern to get some juice to inject into Nabnali.
Anyway,
Sound weird?
grab the
Yeah,
audio disc
it is, but that's what we have to do. And what you're supposed to do is do 6 different patterns, which are random, of course. But if you very quickly go to inject Napnalino with a fluid from syringe, then go back and hit the same pattern that was on the screen again, and you do that over and over, you can just input the same pattern 6 times in a row. I believe it's 6 times in a row. The minigame that way. And it's very fortunate that the minigame first try there, is I messed that trick up in my Quadrilogy and Trilogy and lost a minute. I have a fat minute time save right here.
We've taken them by surprise.
If not more. Pretty cool. So no shot at PB, by the way, because of how deep into the run we are. And being this far behind, but we at least gained a sizable. Gonna see Nabnalina and Nabnet awkwardly grow on the ceiling. If you look close, you can actually see their feet clip into the. And the way they skull around on the ceiling, too, just looks super weird. It's like someone doing the crab walk.
At last, he's no longer miserable. I'm surprised they both weren't originally members of the mutants below. They'd certainly fit. This is
It's like Banban's in trouble there. Let's go check up on him. Also, this is where the game gets weird. So we skipped a hallucination section with Stinger Flynn, but this one became. And it's one of the best scenes that I think in this entire series, besides the Choo Choo Charles Easter egg
Overstayed
or
your
cameo
welcome,
in Banban 4.
I even made you an offer, but guess what? Accepting it is long overdue. Don't worry, I won't get rid of you or collect you just yet. I was never one to abide by waste. An old friend needs you a lot more than I do. They too are on a path to achieve peace of mind. I already have more than enough subjects to move forward with my aspiration and my ultimate mental refinement. You just take a little nap while I transfer you to where you're meant to be.
Okay, well, What? Why are we in a car all of a sudden?
hey you.
Yeah, this is the hallucination section for this part of the game. We literally just
Feels like you've been in this car for
ride in a car with all the other mascots.
So, Stinger, when are we arriving at this place called Beach?
I believe we are lost.
Yeah, thanks for that, Opila. That's all Opila says, by the way, just.
One job and you messed up.
That's Opila's dialogue. It's literally just her jump scare sound.
I'm struggling to locate the being who asked for your opinion.
Can you at least put some music on since we're gonna be out here for a while?
This song is a fucking bop, by the way. Shouts to Rocket Music for making it. It's called Rivals. You can search it up on YouTube. It's a pretty cool SFM
Think about this.
music video for it. Oh, and also Dab Dab is scuttling behind the car.
You,
It's a little crab walk.
Captain? Okay, decent answer.
Can you stop vocalizing for just 1 second so I can focus on the road?
What do you mean focus on the road? We've been going in circles for hours. Never trust a jellyfish, am I right, Opila?
If your pathetic mouth utters another infuriating sentence, I will stuff your whole body in one of those stupid party hats on your head.
Got to hear a little bit of the chorus before it crashed. So good. We got to play Singer Fun, so that's cool. So we have a quick button puzzle. Well, not really button puzzle, it's a mini solves buttons. It's a special power of Stinger Flame. So you can shoot electricity out of his tentacles. Those to hit these buttons, or we'll do that to hit these buttons. There's a second round of this we can do. but I'm gonna opt in here. Or because it's slow, but also we have a little bit of skip for it. Just jump onto this button, jump to the other side. That looks kind of tight, but the window for it is pretty generous. You have lots of room to do the jump and still be able to make it. I think for the hotfix show, I might try to show off the last round of the button. It's hilarious. Buttons just move so fast and move at the speed of sound.
Finally, you're
The speed of sound, let's hope I do this next trick fast. Because I have to do some precise jumps. This next puzzle in order to skip a majority of it. And I only have about a minute to do it before I fail. So good luck to me. Alright, cool. Got all 4 buttons pretty quick. So every cycle of this, you're only have about a minute to move around and do things in the puzzle before Jumbo Josh comes in there and checks to see if everything. It's actually a pretty
We've taken them by surprise.
It's actually a pretty interesting mix of Okay, there we go. Got it. It's actually a pretty interesting mix of red light, green light, and also a memory. So you have to remember where things are, place them back exactly where they were. Otherwise, Jumbo Josh gets you. Takes a long while if you do the intended way. So thankfully, we get to skip it with some pretty neat platforming there. It's just so. Because the thing is, that's like on the tail, like the last 10 minutes of Banban 3. So nailing that trick toward at like the halfway point, so nice. Oh my god, that was a sick bunny hop I just managed. What the hell? I don't know how I managed to do a frame perfect jump to preserve my speed there. That was insane. I've never managed to get a bunny hop like that ever. That was crazy. It was so crazy my voice cracked. I was talking earlier about jumping off things early to preserve speed. Managed to do a bunny hop there and get that insane speed for even longer. Also, the game really likes doors, so we're gonna go through a bunch of doors in a row here, just to get to the site. There is a trick I do here in real runs, and I somehow managed to get it at a horrible Ash. Where there's a couple of party hats on the other side of this arena. You're supposed to get after the boss dies, but you can get them early. However, if you decide to go get them, not only is it a tricky jump to get over there and come back, you also risk getting hit by the boss's attacks. It's pretty hard to see when the boss is about to do an attack when you're that up close to them. The idea here is we hit the boss by placing 3 firecrackers on their tongue. As you can see, it's a Hydra type enemy. And there's 3 buttons around the arena where if you hit them with the drone, causes the firecracker to spawn. Whichever one of these activates after you get a hit on them is random. You kind of have to react to whichever ones you get. A strategy I like to do is after I hit the Hydra, and even at the start of the fight, I go to this side and then wait to see which button activates. And go over and hit that button. In case it's this one, so I can just call the drone over here. Also, I'm doing a quick jump to the side there whenever this guy is about to shoot his bubble. So it doesn't hit me as I'm moving to the side to try to dodge it. Because the bubble bounces, as you can see. It can hit me if I try to just stay on the ground and dodge and weave to get out of the way. I have to bait the tongue attacker so I can actually lay the firecracker down once I have one. Come on, 2 in a row on the right. Let's go. The other side. Oh, wait. Double attack. I just managed to dodge that one. It's our last firecracker as well, so once you place this one, the boss will be dead. There we go. Now we have to get over and get the party hats. Get the party hats early. You can do a force quit where once this monster kind of lurches backwards, you can do a force quit, and if you do that, you get sent to a checkpoint. It's all the way down at the end of the hall, where it's cart looking. They have to put the party hats on. It's a pretty big time save. It's like 15 seconds or so. Saves quite a bit, actually. You have to you avoid having to do all this running. I'm gonna put these party hats on the cart, which is one of the more annoying parts of the game, because as you'll see here, it says one of 3 pre-recorded phrases just over and over as you're pushing the cart along.
Hand over your pancreas. Hand over your
And we're
pancreas.
pushing this cart along because we have to distract that bird with an audio.
Hand over your
So we can grab it
Hand
to
over
write a
your
bird for this end section of the game. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but roll with it.
Hand over your
Hey, forget Banban, chat. You heard him.
Hand over your pancreas.
I'll be breaking Twitch TOS, I'm gonna get the ban hammer. Also, if you're ban hammer, but you wouldn't do that. Probably not. So we just jump on him and ride him by pressing the check on this bigger Opila. Also Opila. Quit once he
Okay.
force quit as soon as he says okay. Now we're gonna do, I think, the best part of this entire series, besides the Choo Choo Charles cameo. It's the best part of the series so far, because we're gonna do a Derby style race with these birds. How it works is we'll come across a series of doors. These are color coded based on the 2 birds in this little race. Doors light blue, like this one, I have to get to the door first, and if it's doors pink, like that one, Opila has to get to the door first. If the colors of the bird and the door don't match, you fail. Like, you literally just stop in place until Banban gets down to the end of the hallway and jump scares you. Doing this little bird race to get away from Banban, because he's kinda possessed right now. He's not exactly a friend at the moment, so we're trying to get away from him. Okay, that one's light blue, so I have to go towards it. And as this race goes along, distance between checkpoints, distance between doors, gets shorter and shorter. Yeah, as the race goes along, you have to more tightly manage the acceleration and deceleration of your bird and your distance between Opila and you. It gets pretty close towards the end of this. Go ahead, Opila. Your turn. This next one's not. This next one's mine as well. Uh-oh. Nope. Feels close enough. I thought I decelerated too late, but no, we're good. Alright, then this next one is Opila's. I think this might be the last one. Yep, it's the last one. Let's watch the confrontation of a century here.
You can run away, but the smell of your pancreas will always draw me to you.
Obsession with scissors. It's because of the surgery stuff. Like, they're just that grotesque. Organs, for some reason. It's like... there's references to mainly Banban 1, like on the wall that talks about it.
Stop it, you two.
Hey, Stinger Flynn, break up this fight, are you? The poly for some of these actions are so sound when Stinger Flynn grabbed Josh there. So I managed to save time there. What? Right? That's what saved me.
We've taken them by surprise.
Oh, that was a gold. Excuse me? Okay, well, that's what I'm going to be in for. I was not expecting a 12-second gold there. Holy. Alright, sure. Now I move on to Banban 4, which is the hardest one, because it has a really precise... we have a skip here in Banban 4 that skips most of the game. I'm not joking when I say that. But it's pretty hard, and a lot of the tricks in Banban 4 are actually pretty hard. Because they're much more soft lock prone than these. But I have backups. Refer to those, I guess, if something happens. Here.
What happened?
Got to split there, but that's okay. So this chase music is really loud for some reason. Just like, it's like all the other games were pretty calm with the volume, but this one's just really dang loud for some reason. I guess I can't catch you off guard, but it's still very loud. Oh, you just get most of the game, you get to see a pretty neat puzzle mechanic for Banban 4, which is those pressure plates that we have to step on to activate stuff. This button we're about to hit. So there's a bunch of pauses I'll be doing at specific times here. Your thing. So I did a couple pauses there when interacting with or when shooting the drone at the button. That makes it so I can still pause in this room. You're not able to. I did a couple of pauses when I interacted with that remote, which knocks me out. Do a lot of pauses here as the game fades to black. Hopefully a thing will happen. Some dumb false pausing. Did that right, I'll be able to pause in this scene where Sheriff Toadster interrogates us. Normally we're not able to do that. Kind of like with the earlier room where we weren't able to pause normally. And that'll make it so we can gain control early during this scene and not have to go through the interrogation. And we got it. Cool.
You'll answer him using the buttons on your left and right. Facing forward, the button on your right is a yes. You don't even work here. Left is a no. What on earth? Question 1. Someone locked up all the criminals in the swamp on the level above.
I just like how get like 2 layers of toaster dialogue all at once. Because we have the interrogation scene going on at the same time that Toaster is talking to us as we get outside of the holding room. All that's happening, but then we walk away and his voice just slowly gets quieter and quieter. So I call that interrogation skip. It skips the interrogation scene with Toaster. So save right there. Neat.
Welcome to the king.
It's not technically a glitch either. We can use that in no major glitches too. Pretty neat. There's like a couple of somewhat glitchy, I guess, stuff they can still use in no major glitches, and it doesn't count against the rule set. What I'm about to do after this long talk with Bouncelia, this purple kangaroo, definitely is a glitch though. Basically, there's like a debug checkpoint that the Ford brothers left out of bounds for some reason. And we can go out of bounds and hit that using some precise platforming up against an invisible wall. Involving that Opila chick that we saw at the beginning of the game.
I finished interrogating the new
We have to go through some dialogue with
And how would you
Bouncelia and Toaster for about 2 minutes before we...
scale of 1 to 10?
Thankfully, though, we don't sit through too many of these because,
I think they came from the surface.
The surface?
there's only like 2 bits of weight you have to do with
Did they
fun.
say what they're doing down here?
Fortunately, it's a bit more cutscene heavy than the other games, even with all these skips, but
Worried parent can
it's still a pretty neat run, so I like it.
a mile away.
It makes it shorter for Quadrilogy. Nice.
I've heard the screams in the crash room above. You're here in search of your child. I fear you won't find them. Most humans have ceased to come down to this floor for quite some time now. We can help with getting you back up to the upper floors, but allow us to introduce ourselves first. I am Queen Bouncelia, the ruler of the kingdom. This is
Voice acting in this game is really
the protector and only other
a lot of
citizen.
professional voice actors in this, and you can definitely tell, like the progression from Banban's awkward voice acting by Sport Bros, Banban 2 and this game. Professional voice actors here, Bouncelia and Toaster, and also Bitter Giggle that we'll see at the end of the run.
Dozens of crucial parts.
So good.
3
It's a very noticeable difference.
Do you know where these parts are?
Yes, Your Majesty. I was previously too occupied to go collect them.
The coming hours will be rough for us all. This is not your battle, parent. Sheriff, accompany the parent and go grab the missing parts.
Alright, we'll do.
Your Majesty.
Oh wait, no, we can't go quite yet.
Focused on protecting you.
You will, once you two get back with the parts in hand.
Seemingly, as soon as that cutscene is done, the shit comes right over to us. See him kind of clipping through the stairs a little bit. Alright, so the basic premise is this little trick, is I'm gonna grab and jump on the Opila chick, using him as a platform to climb up into the wall, and it's pretty hard. So, let's hope I... There's like a very particular rhythm you have to do to get it, and I just got it. Be very careful with the platforming here, because these multiple walls I'm walking on are incredibly thin. Like very carefully make your way with it. Pretty good right now. Very careful not to fall off. Even after that hard climb, we're still not done with the hard stuff just yet. I did that out of bounds checkpoint I was talking about earlier. Got pretty much the hard part. The biggest hard part. I have to drop down there, around where I fell there. At the debug checkpoint, right? I don't know if it's a debug checkpoint. Go ahead and call it that. Might as well
What
be.
happened?
And we will skip the whole game with it. Alright, cool. Actually, I wonder if next run I wonder how long it would take to do the second round of the button mini a Stinger. I might next run try that out and see how much time it loses. Just for the heck of it. If I want to show it off at hotfix, I want to know how much time I'm losing. Yes. Little cutscene here with a bitter giggle. Whole game pretty much actually. You can see a monster here that we end up skipping. We end up encountering a boss. His name is the Kittysaurus. Pretty cool design actually for a monster. As weird as it looks, it actually looks pretty cool.
I command you to leave and not tell any jokes.
Even if you jump pretty carefully, climb the source's back. Kind of hard though, because the collision of the tail is kind of.
What you have done.
Oh, they grow up so fast.
Oh, I couldn't quite do it. It's so hard to do as well, because the tail that I was trying to jump on there is just moving back and forth constantly.
Followed every single one of your orders. Why won't you give me that satisfaction one last time? All I want is to make you laugh.
Because
What will happen if I
because
laugh?
causing Sansela would actually cause the apocalypse to happen. There's a little lore thing. So part of the way through the game, we come across Bitter Giggle, and he decides to escape. Because you know his whole thing is selling jokes, so he wants to tell a joke about Celia. But the thing with Celia, at least in this universe, is that if she laughs at all, the so-called naughty ones, which are basically reject mascots, will come out of her pouch in a beam of light, which we're about to see in a second. And, yeah, that would cause bad things to happen.
That was terrible.
We gotta run! This entire floor's going down! The naughty ones are.
As soon as he says the second line there, I go and force quit. So that, because I'll warp us down the stairs, so we don't have to run as far. Toadster gets in our way right after this force quit though, which is kind of an...
The naughty ones are escaping! I've managed to get the elevator to work, but only partially. It can only go down, but right now, we have to escape this entire floor.
So we played ourselves right, we can do push strats in Toadster here. Good right now.
I shall learn from that.
Nice, under an hour and 10.
Just ruined. I've let the other prisoners go, but grab this one.
So yeah, pretty sick run as you can see. A lot of the games are varied and they have their own
If we make it down to the
fun
last,
stuff going on.
we need to find the Queen's scepter.
Pretty neat run all around.
It's the only thing that
I
can
did
stop this man.
try submitting this to GDQ, but unfortunately got rejected, so glad that I get to show it off on hotfix at least. Alright, so that's the end of that run. I will get back into more runs in a second, but I want to take a quick sec to get another drink. So I will be right back. Hi, I was having some capture issues for a second. Hello guys. Hello chat. I'm back. Banban 1 is not back though. There we go, it's opening. But hello guys, I am back. Those that just joined the stream, wondering what the heck I'm doing. So I'm doing some speedruns of the entire Garten of Banban series up to this point. So the first 4 games, a Quadrilogy run. I'm doing speedruns of this because I got this series run into a GDQ event called a GDQ Hotfix. Specifically a show within the Hotfix lineup called Awfully Silly, hosted by the wonderful Conception. And it's been a bit since I've run the Quadrilogy, so I decided to do some runs today to derust that. To derust the category. We just did a run before the break, which was about an hour and 9 minutes. Pretty good derust, but I think I can do better. So I've gotten much better times before that were no resets, so that. You know what? I could probably actually PB tonight, because the thing with Banban 3 is that I have this curse where in my multi-game runs of Banban, Trilogy, or even Quadrilogy, or even Trilogy before Banban 4 existed, I just had, like, a curse in Banban 3 specifically, where that little surgery minigame where that glitch or some sort, several the same pattern in a row. I just have a curse of messing that up that only happens in trilogy runs. Like, it almost never happens as frequently as it does for me in multi-game runs if I'm just running Banban 3 by itself, you know? It's super weird. Also, I might try to raise the mic gain a little, or like lower the game volume. Actually, I might just... Yeah, I can just lower the game volume, because I don't want the games to overtake the mic. It's not too prevalent for most of the games, but it's really bad in Banban 4 because of how loud the music is in that. Let's start another run.
The battle begins.
Wasn't tabbed into the File Explorer for some reason. Oh yeah, it's because I tabbed into OBS to set up the audio. Gonna be a little bit behind on Banban, but that's okay. Even if I was playing well, like really optimal, I'd likely still be behind at the end of Banban 1 for multi-game, because Banban 1 is so short, it's just super optimized at this point. I think it's at the point where actual goal seconds separate top few people on the leaderboards. Banban 1. At most, like a second. It's only hit my apostrophe key instead of enter. Whoops. They don't mess up hitting this button like I did last time. Like, accidentally didn't interact with that button on the pillar. So embarrassing. I heard the drone hit the button and I was like, what's happening? Why is this door not opened yet? I just didn't hear the button activate and I was like, ah, confusion. didn't make it onto the cart there. That would have sucked. Lost a lot of time to that. Would have fallen in the pit, or would have had to Alt F4, would have been a mess.
You're quick.
Ignore that, by the way, that was an accidental split. I'll fix that once I do this next Alt F4. I don't even need to do that because that's going to make it slower. And I messed it up anyway, because invisible walls can just heck you over sometimes in doing that jump. I think it's if you jump too late, you'll just hit an invisible wall there, and it sucks. I don't think I'm gonna... No. Actually, I don't know if it's invisible walls on the column itself, or just the collision on the bench. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna reset this, by the way. I just want to try and jump one time. See that right there? Like, I just didn't get any momentum up left there. I just, like, hit a... It was almost like I was hitting a brick wall or something, stopping me. There we go. For some reason, I didn't get the wall that time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset, unfortunately. I had a really bad puzzle room there. That's okay. Luckily, it's the start of the run, and Banban 1 is pretty short, so it doesn't take that long to reset. I reset here. That's helpful.
The battle begins.
Extra second for the game to boot up there. Odd. Now, you can't fault the game for that, because it's like partially dependent on my computer, but still, it's annoying. It's like that happens sometimes when you open a program and it just takes a second to load. It's kind of annoying for this run in particular, because in really any of the Banban games, it loses you time. That's what we don't want. Loved interacting with that thing. It's like a second or two. I just realized if type exclamation mark hotfix, exclamation mark hotfix, by the way, in chat on mobile, that the Twitch link for Games and Quick's Twitch page is not going to work. Should probably change that command. I might do that after this reset, whatever that ends up being. Hopefully we don't reset, we actually finish the run. Take a quick water bottle, but I can't. Let's get to the other side here, and I need to do this puzzle. Are you kidding me? I fell off the edge of the abyss because of my own dumbassery. I literally I went too far to the left. That was dumb of me. That. I know I'm trying to get to the cart here to do a sick jump, but that was a little too far. There we go. That was like maybe 10, 15 seconds because I had to reload there. Hey, the run's not fully dead yet. I mean, we just started the run. There we go. I didn't accidentally call the drone the other room this time. Since we have time to kill here while the elevator's coming up, I'm gonna go get the second collectible, or the secret collectible. Place it in. We get this nice chase music to end off the run. For some reason, it just randomly starts playing when you go in that room. I don't know why. Kind of strange the way it triggers.
What happened?
Cool, and the Banban won. So it's the race. We're not too far behind, and that's good.
What happened?
Should lose time there. Game slot split. Actually bad at the video game. So that's not time to load it. Da 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 ba da 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 da.
Hey, you there. I can see you on the cameras. I am so happy to see you. And I need your help with something. Wait, can you even hear me? Hello? Listen, if you can hear what I'm saying, wave at any camera.
You got it, boss. There you go. I'm right here, bud. Over here. Banban's kindergarten.
Oh, thank God. I'm so glad you're here. I thought this was the end. I was looking around and walked into the security room. Then the door closed behind me and...
It's kind of funny with this voice acting. It's like he's just casually talking to the microphone instead of actually voice acting.
I know why
But I can't fault them for it, honestly. Like they tried their best, and they did get their keister in order and hired voice actors for Banban 4. So it's alright.
The door there is probably locked as well, and I can't open it from here, but I do have control over the break room door. Here, I open it for you. See if you can find anything useful
Shoot.
in there.
Trying to adjust my mic and I accidentally hit pause. Don't miss the button. Close enough. Oh, didn't mess that up. I took a second to line up the drone shot, but that was still pretty clean.
What happened?
I lost 2 seconds there because I took my time lining up those drone shots. But it still turned out okay. I'm gonna check Twitter while this cutscene is playing.
I get all of your key cards, I get the perfect specimen, and I don't have to deal with that thing down there. And it's all thanks to you. Oh, come on. I didn't hit you that hard. Or maybe I did. Either way, it's best you take a nap while I prepare for our little surgery.
Ba da 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 da. Yeah, playing now. Gotta do a drone shot. Drone shot successful. If I was a little off with that, would have accidentally shot the ball and that would have been embarrassing. Think of that song that Patrick sings in Cookie, that episode in SpongeBob. Just going up this elevator. Because all I'm thinking about is Patrick singing, "Going to the carnival, going to the carnival." That's really what I'm thinking of right now. That's what was going through my head as I went up the elevator. Weirdest things pop up in my head sometimes. Seem like really strange times. So it's intrusive thoughts. Or seen intrusive thoughts pop up my stream before, because that's called out of context clips. I haven't had any of this stream so far, so we have a good track record on, I guess. And yes, that's exactly what it looks like. We smack that green monster in the eye to get its blood. Apparently we have a blood lesson in this game, but that's for good reasons. We actually need to do this to progress. Also, I wasn't mashing E. Lost a little bit of time there, putting the blood in the container. Actually remember to split this time here.
We've taken them by surprise.
There we go. I actually remembered to split that time. Hooray. Took my time with that, just to make sure I wouldn't mess up. Because I died there a couple times last run and lost at least a minute. It was so slow. And embarrassing, but slow. So the Foley of this, the Foley for the drone is just amazing, because it sounds like you're just, like, throwing something in a wall. Force quit there, again, going down the hallway and skipping a lot of running. Still able to call it. That's good, we can keep the journey.
Everyone, I want you all to welcome our newest student.
Yeah, sorry teacher, I'm gonna leave in a second.
I'll let it slide this time since
Too late to class, I wasn't in class to begin with.
We've taken them by surprise.
Later, suckers.
Student, so you no, not again. Table in the middle. I actually tried to be a good teacher this time.
By the way, Nat Bambolina just called us nerds by saying we're the unpopular kid. There she. Mean chat, she's being mean to me. What? How'd that not count? Was I too close to Opila or something? Why'd I get killed? Because I thought I had the timing right. How did I not make it through? Okay, I don't know how that didn't work. I am actually confused. I had a similar death last run, but the difference is I knew I did wrong. That time, I don't. I have no clue what went wrong. I see. I went too early. Yeah, I went too early. It's me. I went too early and he yoinked me. There we go. The mic didn't pick that up. But, like, I'm just all off on the timing for some reason. Just like all of a sudden I'm just way off. That's like wait until he's about to stop and not when he fully stops. There we go. Freaking finally. Took forever, man. Way more attempts than it should have. Okay, I thought I moved when he was active, and I was scared I was gonna get jump scared. We're fine though. We're okay.
What happened?
Wow, really? I lost a minute to Opila skip. That's annoying. Hopefully we have good cannons to make up for it. Because that was kind of sloppy, I will admit. I'll admit that was my greatest play there. We can make up for it. Hi, drone. I was fat fingering right click before, now I keep fat fingering left click and calling to the drone over to where I am. I don't mean to. That's one. That wasn't below deck. Watch, it's gonna be a below deck cannon on this match. 100%. Just jinxed it. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay. 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 Wait, was that good RNG? Oh, no, wait. Ah, spoke too soon. We got one. It was the last one, too. Go figure. I almost had perfect RNG with no below deck cannons. We're quite so lucky, though. We can get out there without any scrapes. What the heck is this scoreboard? Slaps, handshakes, stings. Excuse me? What was happening there? Where are these stats I'm not aware of?
What happened?
I lost time because of that low deck cannon, I think. Felt pretty clean otherwise. I don't think I made any real move mistakes. Ooh, that spooked me. I wasn't expecting to get onto that platform so soon. Almost fell off. That would have been scary. That would have been scary. Alright, cool. Hit the parkour section without a hitch. So that's good.
You've been a bad student.
We've taken them by surprise.
Hooray! Hooray! I'm gonna try do the button menu this time. No, it's gonna waste time. I just want to see what it looks like.
What happened?
What happened with the dumbass with the OP list skipping went to her at least several times in a row. I died.
Glad to see you've made it.
That's what happened there, Yusuke.
I don't know how you did it, but then again, you survived that giant elevator.
Those sound effects, by the way, are just
I guess it shouldn't be
Yusuke's battle lines from Persona 5.
Oh, again, I apologize.
The character in that game, and Persona 5 is my favorite game ever made.
For this reason that I believe we should not meet face to face.
I feel like I picked pretty apt
For whatever reason,
sound effects
I'm
for
prone to violence.
the scenarios I have them
Do not trust me.
enabled
Do not
in my timer. Like if I get a gold, Yusuke will say, "You're quick," which I feel is pretty fitting.
without being a danger to you. We are currently on the lowest floor to remain active before everything went awry. There are many floors below us, but they've all remained closed and abandoned for quite some time now. So just make sure not to fall. As for your children, I don't know exactly where they're being kept, but I know someone who does. Head to the aquatic sector. That's where he resides. It just hit me that you need the keycard to operate.
For some reason, when I first opened Banban 3, I tabbed into the game in such a weird way that my keybinds didn't work. And it was like tabs below the File Explorer window, so I had to click it. Super weird. It does that sometimes when I open these games in the File Explorer, and I don't know why. Literally, it's a Windows thing causing me to lose time. Literally, not even the game jank, like not even Banban jank, literal Windows jank causing me to lose time. I'm literally losing time to the operating system. Go figure. In case you're wondering what the directions are in these splits, that's the direction I have to go on the tram to get to the next area. That might be good. Right? Nope, still made it. I was gonna get caught in the wall, except I got caught in the glass because there's so many damn shards here. Make it so hard to jump, man. Like just when you think just when you think you're fine after getting that little window shot with the drone, you're caught in the freaking glass pieces of glass that are there from the drone hitting the window. Yeah, that part is just so annoying fast because there's so many little things that can make you lose time. Glass of the drone bonking the wall.
You've had a rough day, I can tell. You diligently wait for the moment you leave this wretched place with your child in hand. I can also tell. Not to undermine your efforts, but I fear that moment may never come. I cannot let it happen, and I will gladly show you why, but after I do, you take my advice. Leave this place while
Leave this place. That's what I'm gonna try to do, friend. Time here because I got caught in the glass.
What happened?
What happened is geometry. Level geometry with the second wheel. So it took me forever to jump through it. It's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna miss that first one. It was pretty far away when I started jumping.
What happened to you is one of Stinger Flynn's tricks. He left for the progressive side. But we have something more important to deal with right now.
It's open now, which means he's inside, and we have to get him a mate. Yes, yes, that's what we're about to do. What? Sector up. Oh, I'm dumb. I was reading surgery left, and I thought that's the direction I had to go. Uh, you know what? I know we could technically continue, but I think that warrants a reset. Just losing a run in that way is embarrassing. I had the exact same thing happen, actually. When I was doing Quadrilogy at a horrible mash. Literally exact same thing. Just misread my directions in my splits and went the wrong way. I had to readjust. The thing is, each trip on the train between sectors takes so long. Like at that point, you might just reset.
The battle begins.
Otherwise, it's a lot of time loss. So I hit apostrophe again, trying to reach over to my enter key. Happens a lot when I try to reach over to enter. It's like what I do to hit enter, right, is I have Alt F4 bound to side buttons on my mouse. Whenever I do a quit out, I hit those two buttons right here. I hit the buttons, and I really quickly reach my left index finger over to the enter button to start the executable as soon as I force quit out of the game. Get that little extra bit of optimization into it. Sometimes I just accidentally hit other keys and makes its way over. Alright, cool. Suck on that, Opila. Ain't getting me this time. I just ate shit. He just like ran into a wall. That wall, kamikaze style. Hear the thunk there as he falls to the bottom. Go get our little bird friend chase me. I just go over here. That's it. Yeah, there we go. I really don't know why it does that. It's just super random.
What happened?
Very cool. Command 1 done. Seconds behind, too. Good. So pretty cool. Well, it is pretty cool. I'm on good pace. Not being that far behind on me. One is pretty decent. Why?
What happened?
Hey, you there. I can see you on the cameras. I am so happy to see you. And I need your help with something. Wait, can you even hear me? Hello? Listen, if you can hear what I'm saying, wave at any camera.
I can't see it on camera because PNG, but I waved my camera,
Oh,
or
thank God.
waved my camera.
I'm glad you're
Waved my
here.
hand there, trust
I thought
me.
this was the end. I was looking around and walked into the security room. Then the door
You didn't
closed
see it, but
behind
I
me and
waved
I've
my hand
been
right there.
inside since. It needs a light blue key card to open, but I don't have it. I know why you're here, and I can help you, but you've got to get me out of here. If I recall correctly, only maintenance workers held the light blue key card. So you're gonna have to go down to the maintenance room and look there. The door there is probably locked as well, and I can't open it from here, but I do have control over the break room door. Here, I open it for you. See if you can find anything useful in there.
Hey, drone friend. Just panicking. I was the wrong button. But no, I was on the right pattern.
Sweet. Now you can go down to the maintenance room. Remember, you're looking for a light blue key card. Oh, I lost mine a couple weeks ago. Maintenance workers used them for all sorts of things, like reaching high places and grabbing things that fell into the abyss.
Labyrinth of shells here. Thankfully, though, we don't have to worry about Nab Nab here. Pretty chill. He doesn't actually activate until he grabs the blue key card. It's your own puzzle. But I cross my fingers here that I get a first try. Might not make it. Would still made it nice. That's good.
We've taken them by surprise.
8 and a half. That's pretty good. Keep it up.
3 birds with 1 stone. I get all of your key cards, I get the perfect specimen, and I don't have to deal with that thing down there. And it's all thanks to you. Oh, come on. I didn't hit you that hard. Or maybe I did. Either way, it's best you take a nap while I prepare for our little surgery.
Hey, honestly, the first half of the run is pretty chill up until class skip. That's where the really hard skips start. Right here, we just have to do this puzzle section, the Jumbo Josh and the drone. Fairly difficult, I think. This drone track can be pretty tricky to line up, but down pat. I think my biggest reset point is either missing the drone hits first split after he's that's what I did. So it's either in Spoderman because I'm missing the drone shots, or in the latter half because of all those skips back to back. Don't reset for cannon energy, but might get to a point where I have to. Which is very frustrating once I do get there. Also, I guess one thing we can talk here, since the section is kind of pretty straightforward, not too much going on, you might notice a little something that I put at the start of the stream. A creator by the name of Coffee Run has made some pretty good BGMs that he has released on his Ko-Fi for free. And a pretty good one that I decided to start using on starting screen. Full Halloween theme. Of course, when it's not October, something else, but that for music though, I highly recommend you check out Coffee Runs stuff if you haven't. Pretty sure it's just twitter.com or x.com/coffee run. On his profile. I have it linked in my channels below the stream. Got stuff, he's pretty.
We've taken them by surprise.
Wow, I saved 0.2 seconds somehow. Oh, you're kidding me. I got booted off the edge because of some janky collision on that ledge. I really thought I had it too. Ah, it sucks. Right, we're starting to have a repeat of that earlier run where I biffed this jump several times in a row. Oh no, we're having this BS again. Fun, fun, fun! Wait, can't I just use this to get across and not to do this big... Isn't there a bridge I can use to get across and not to do this big jump? Not that time. finally, but it took me like 20 more seconds than I like. Actually, probably more like 30 because of all the force. If you're wondering why I force quit as soon as I die, because that might seem kind of counterintuitive. It's actually faster than just letting the death screen play. So if you die and let the death screen play, you first have to wait for the death animation, which is pretty slow by itself. Then you have to press E to confirm to actually get back up after you die. And then you have to wait for the game to load in after it goes through the death screen. It's really dang slow. But if you just force quit out of the game and go to a checkpoint, like you do save warps, like what I did right there, it just warps you right back to the last checkpoint you hit. Super convenient and a heck of a lot better. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way in case people. Why do you force quit out of the game after you die? That's why. Quite gonna be a minute behind here on the class skip, but
Everyone,
might as well
I
be.
want you all to welcome our new
I seriously won that so many times in a row. That was embarrassing.
I'll let it slide this time since it's your first day, but try again and
What happened?
you're new and unpopular student.
I don't know if you actually need to close that door
Table in the
or
middle.
interact with that button, but I go ahead and do it.
Easier this time.
Have it. Alright, I swear to God, do not wreck my shit like you did the past couple runs.
Where do you think you're going?
This past couple runs I got here. Okay, good. First try. Let's go. Didn't mess up a Pilo skip. That's really good. This door's open so I can just go right in. That's helpful.
We've taken them by surprise.
Oh, save me a couple seconds there. Fortunately, you're gonna have to deal with the double layered chase music. Because we didn't die or force quit after doing the class skip, and we didn't, and, you know, Pilo skip, we have the chase music from that. So it's even more noise to hear in your ears this whole time. So on the senses. Interacted with the wrong cannon, that would have been embarrassing. But that cannon, that's unfortunate. Another one. That's pretty slow. But I think that's the last one, so it's not as slow. Oh, okay. Finally didn't get a below deck cannon. Don't worry about it. The loud music is gonna end soon. Soon enough, your ears will be spared. Same with your headphones. Yeah, this section is a definite RIP headphone users. Actually, no, RIP headphone
What
users is the start of Banban 4. Music in there is so friggin' loud, it's crazy. Same with the footsteps as the Hydra is coming after you. And it's right at the start of the game too, where you don't expect anything bad to happen. Bam, the monster is chasing you right at the start. Good parkour. Just need to do this last chase. I got the art for remember Josh's Dora's avatar is just like peeking out from the side. It's nice.
You've been a bad student.
Bum, 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 bum.
We've taken them by surprise.
Wow, subs 1 and 2. That's pretty good. Pretty close to my PB, actually. No, wait, that's a minute off. Never. Real-time PB is like a 19 flat or something. Which I actually happened to get during a, I think, I never recorded it. It's in a run that ended up, in a quadrilogy run that ended up not PB,
What happened?
but neat that I got that. I don't think I'll bother submitting it though, because it's only second improvement compared to my actual PB.
I don't know how you
Real
did it,
time, which
but
is
then
like a
again, you
Tito.
survived a giant elevator crash, so I guess I
Still.
won't be surprised. Also, again, I apologize for hitting you over the head. In fact, it is for this reason that I believe we should not meet face to face. You see, for whatever reason, I am prone to violent instincts, and I do not trust myself to not give in to them again. I have locked myself inside of a surveillance room. That way I can help without being a danger to you. We are currently on the lowest floor to remain active before everything went awry. There are many floors below us, but they've all remained closed and abandoned for quite some time now. So just make sure not to fall. As for your children, I don't know exactly where they're being kept, but I know someone who does. Head to the aquatic sector. That's where he resides.
Sure thing, Mr. Bossman Banban. Time for that to rhyme, but there you go.
It just hit me.
And I was doing so good too. I picked the other two without stopping. I'm about to stop picking them up just because the hitboxes for the strands are so thin. So I think for runs, I'll do one more after this. Call it, because it's already getting pretty. It's nearing. It's just past midnight. Almost 3 hours already. Feel like it. Holy hell! It doesn't even feel like I've been going for 3 hours. Time just flies. It's a quadrille. It's crazy. Glass? Glass? God, I almost got stuck on the glass shards again. Thankfully, it only took 2 jumps to get in there instead of 5 that I had last run. I got here. I got stuck on the glass in that run for a billion years before I finally got in. Oh, I just realized something.
You've
I
had
just
no
realized something actually. If we get
tell.
a good surgery minigame,
Simply wait
we
for
could
the
actually be
time
ahead
to
here.
leave this wretched place
The
where
first
your
quadrilogy
child
run in a while.
I can also tell.
That would be very
Not to
nice.
undermine your efforts,
Get back on
but I fear
pace.
that moment may never come. I cannot let it happen, and I will gladly show you why, but after I do, you take my advice. Leave this place while
Got the audio cue. I got it. Hold up.
You're quick.
Yo! Got gold there somehow? What happened? Wasn't expecting that because I got caught in the glass. Guess it's more cleaner than I realized. Alright. Well, that definitely helps. Okay, darn you. Quite quick enough on my E-press. That's the sound that last apple. That's fine, it's not a huge deal. Just need to remember it's up, not left. That's how my last run
What
died.
happened to you is one of Stinger Flynn's tricks. He left for the progression. We have something more important to deal with right now.
Yeah, like going the right dang direction on the train. I don't know why, but when I'm tired and I try talking, my southern or like Midwestern drawl comes out in full force.
What happened?
On top of the gurney. There we go. Now we get a good look at Napoli. I go ahead and take a screenshot of that, because why not?
Nab escaped. It wasn't
Oh wait, I
his
can't.
fault.
Never mind, because I'm not
He
this game
disappeared.
through Steam.
Of course, precautions and
Oops.
trading can only get you so far, so we had to think of a more permanent solution. Nabnalina.
Alright, focus mode. Gotta surgery minigame. It's a tough trick. grab the floppy disk. I guess nerves were up from
I
that
hope that was
little trick in the surgery minigame that I just couldn't grab the floppy disk for some reason. Nerves are getting to me. They're getting to me. Shake it off. Glad they get to sit through the car cutscene. I actually get to rest for a couple minutes. I'll take a bathroom break, actually. It's actually a pretty good bathroom break. I don't know if you're not running Quadrilogy, you're just running Banban 3, that's a good break point. Like, get up and stretch for a little. So yeah, we're most definitely by a pretty big margin, too. It's 15 seconds.
Well done.
Yo, let's go. Alright. Love to see it. Alright, this is where I actually need to go focus my PvP. Which is wild. Actually wild. Police.
At last, he's no longer miserable. I'm surprised they both weren't originally members of the mutants below. They'd certainly fit. This is
Hey, Singer. How's it going, bro?
You have overstayed your welcome here.
Oh yeah, I've been streaming for
I
3
usually
hours.
make you an offer,
To stop soon.
but accepting it is long overdue. Don't worry, I won't get rid of you or collect you just yet. I was never one to abide by waste. An old friend needs you a lot more than I do. They too are on a path to achieve peace of mind. I already have more than enough subjects to move forward with my aspiration and my ultimate mental refinement. You just take a little nap while I transfer you to where you're meant to be.
Weird update. Discord had a really weird update recently, specifically on the mobile version, and a little bit on the desktop version too, where they changed why.
finally awake.
So if you
Taking a nap.
launch the Discord mobile app right now, or if you download it,
So, Singer,
you'll see on the bottom here, next to the home menu button, next to the
I believe we are lost.
button bar, servers, messages, DMs,
nice.
notifications,
You had one job and
and
somehow.
profile. Above that is a list of servers.
Being who asked for your opinion.
Within that, it shows all the
Music on since we're gonna be
text
here for a
channels in a list, going up and down the screen. Separates it out by text, voice channels, and shows you recently visited. Shows the members
while.
at the
That's what
top.
I'm talking about. Ophelia, what do you think about this?
And it's one of those changes where I'm sure they intentions in making this, but
Awesome.
making this change in the menu like this, but no, it's just kind of confusing. So used to the old layout. I don't know if I dislike it or not. It's just strange.
Can you stop vocalizing for just 1 second so I can focus on the road?
What do you mean, focus on the road? We've been going in circles for hours. Never trust a jellyfish, am I right, Ophelia?
If your pathetic mouth utters another infuriating sentence, I will stuff your whole
Oh, wow, the car went crazy there. So this time, or wait, actually, speed potential, do I really? You know what? I'll go ahead and do it because I'm not really. So I'm gonna do the second round of the button mini. See how long it takes me. Actually, wait. You know what? No. If I'm on PV pace, I'm going. I gotta go for it now. I just perfectly timed that shot right there, and I didn't mean to. That was perfect timing. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Say, oh my gosh. Yeah. I specifically wait for the subtitle because if I quit out any earlier than that, I tend to miss the autosave. That room. Yeah, hard puzzle time. Yay. Good. Jump. Got the button. That's good. First try. Let's go. Should be late enough. I still get the save. I've missed that autosave before as well when putting out there.
You're quick.
What? No shot. How'd I gold that? What? What? Oh man. Okay, yeah, this is definite PB. I gotta not blow it now. I can't. I can't afford to at this point. PB, by the way, personal best. Best time I've ever gotten in category. Does anyone know what that means? Because I know some people watching might be familiar with speedrunning, so I'm gonna explain that. Their terms crop up. Like the Banban games individually. I might go back and grind Banban 3. Nice bunny hop, that's pretty sick. That's hard to time actually. It's a one framer. Surprised I got that twice in both times I've gotten here. Alright, Hydra. Give me your worst. Have to do the bubble attack. buttons over there. So let's have to run all the way over. This button isn't over there. At least so far, it hasn't spawned over there. The other side, because I'd have to run all the way over, and that would waste time. That's over there. Yeah. Probably technically run over without doing that, but I'd rather not risk it. Baiting out the tongue attack, I mean. One more firecracker done. Please be over here and not over there again. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, that bubble is bouncing all over the place. Kind of wild. By the way, if I ever seem really slow in some parts or there's some skips I do, I'm just omitting here. Like with that skip in Hydra fight, it's basically because I'm doing marathon safe strats. It's like I would never do
That wasn't bad.
I would never do the Hydra force quit strat unless I was going for PvP. Although for horrible mash I did go for it. That was just for funsies. Just see if I would get it, and I did. So I might go for it once and never again if I do miss it, but we'll see.
Hand over your pancreas. 3 stones with 1 bird. Behave or get banned. Behave or get banned. Hand over your pancreas. Hand over your pancreas. Behave or get banned. Behave or get banned. Hand over your pancreas. Hand over your pancreas. Hand over your pancreas.
Bird up. Check bird up. We got 2 bird ups on screen. 2 for 1 deal here.
Okay.
Okay. Got trilogy pieces that we're on. Sub 53. For trilogy. Still have to do. On that door, actually. Walking on a tightrope with that one.
You can run away, but the smell of your pancreas will always draw me to you. Stop it, you two.
Not sub 53, but that's pretty dang close. Trilogy.
You're quick.
Ah, damn, we got on that. Okay. We're on PV pace. Nearly 30 seconds ahead. We can do this. And I have even more pressure on me this time around.
That wasn't bad.
Still able to pause, that's good. Just need to get the rest of these pauses. Sure.
Listen up, criminal. That whole act of you being unconscious won't work on me. You're a prisoner now. You'll do what you're told without any questions. Understood? Now your first task is very simple. I will ask you yes or no questions, and you'll answer them.
No!
Left and right. Facing forward.
And I blew it! Oh my god. Okay, so that was just a dumbass move I did right there. So what happened was I was supposed to pause a few more times in the cutscene to get the skip. And I just forgot to pause for whatever reason. I just like blanked out really dang hard. And the last checkpoint, is at the very start of the game. So yeah, there goes 2.5 minutes. It's fine though, because there's no reset, but I'm still mad that that happened. It's like, I was on PV pace for that too. And like, I fucked it up right at the end. Whatever. I'm continuing this either way. As at least you got a run that's pretty dang close to PB. That's what counts.
Listen up, criminal. That whole act of you being unconscious won't work on me. You're a prisoner now. You'll do what you're told without any questions.
Attention, do the fucking bosses, because I forgot that last
Now, your
run.
first test is very simple.
Last go run to
I will
Banban
ask
4.
you yes or no questions.
There we go. I literally had it in the bag, I just forgot to pause like a dumbass. It's like, I saw, oh, I'm in a cutscene, so I'll just take my focus off the game and look at social media for a quick second. But no, I was supposed to pause still during the cutscene, and I just forgot like a dingling. It's my small brain definitely taking an effect right there. I just completely forgot, oh, I still need to pause here. I still need to pause here. And part of me wants to do another run, just to do a salty run back, but it's already like nearly one. I think I'll have time for another run, actually.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Just thought time to look at social media to hear one with the Australia dialogue. It's a little curse thing with the dialogue. The dialogue is pretty. The dialogue is pretty good, by the way, with these mascots, because they're done by professional voice actors, such as Erin Nicole Lundquist voices Montsalia. I don't know who voices Sheriff Toadster or Bitter Giggle, but they're both pretty good.
I've finished interrogating the new
With Toadster's dialogue in particular,
And how would you rate
there's a bit of mic static
scale of 1 to
in the
10?
background of the audio.
0.
It's like very faint, but it's there. And I haven't been able to unsee it.
The surface.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip that split because I keep forgetting to split.
Down here.
I'm afraid not.
Like for some reason, like at the start of the stream,
I think
I had all those flops. I'm just out of it. I'm just out of it.
I've heard the screams and the crash from above. You're here in search of your child. I fear you won't find them. Most humans have ceased to come down to this floor for quite some time now. We can help with getting you back up to the upper floors, but allow us to introduce ourselves first. I am Queen Bouncelia, the ruler of the kingdom. This is Sheriff Toadster, the protector and only other citizen of the kingdom. I apologize on behalf of both myself and the sheriff for the rough reception. We've all been a little on edge lately. I'm sure you can understand. How's the elevator back up doing, Sheriff?
Not too well. It's missing some crucial parts. 3 to be exact.
Do you know where these parts are?
Yes, Your Majesty. I was previously too occupied to go and collect them.
The coming hours will be rough for us all. But this is not your battle, Parent. Sheriff, accompany them and go grab the missing parts.
But Your Majesty, we should be focused on protecting you.
You will, once you two get back with the parts in hand.
Alright.
Yeah, do the bird hover again. It was pretty smooth last time. Let's see if we can do better. Let's go around. See if we didn't even stop to grab the bird. Smooth movement. Smooth. Only top tier gaming right. Alright. Alright, let's go for a ride. It'll be legit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're losing air. Slipped out from my grip, thanks. That can just happen sometimes while you're trying this. It's kind of annoying. Like I said, you have to get in a very specific rhythm. Otherwise you'll lose height. Ah, crap. Okay, well, we have an out though. We have an out. Because once Toadster gets over there, a checkpoint is created. I'm pretty sure. So we don't have to watch the Mount Celia dialogue over again. Safe, I'm pretty sure. Safe, I think. Just when you thought it wouldn't get more off the rails, it did.
The 3 parts of the elevator are scattered.
Okay, so I think once that dialogue triggers, that causes autosave. So we're probably fine. See if that created one. If not, then we're losing. That's. Are you serious?
What a waste of time. You don't even
That didn't create a style. That didn't create an autosave? Or did it quit out to dialogue? I'm actually mauling right now. I'm not like in a fit of rage, but it's up there. Why is this happening now? Like Banban 4. See, this is the like interesting thing you're seeing with no reset quadrilogy. This is the interesting thing you're seeing with no reset quadrilogy runs. Because tonight we've had 2 runs that are
Welcome to the king.
the polar opposite side of the spectrum. Because the first completed run I did today, I think at the start of the stream, was really bad start, like horrid. But then really good Banban 3 and 4, practically perfect Banban 4 actually. It was really close to my PB. But here we're having the opposite problem, where it was a really good start, even PV pace going out of Banban 3. And then, like, the dumb ways to miss skips I've never had happen before, or at least not in a while, just happened.
Your Majesty.
And what kind of confused me about how I messed up the skip that time is I was really careful with my movements. I didn't press forward that much. And yet I still slid out of bounds.
They don't talk much.
Ugh.
And I think they came from the surface.
The surface? There's a new one. Did they say what they're doing down here?
I'm afraid not.
I think I know. A worried parent can spot another worried parent from a mile away. I've heard the screams in the crash room above.
I wonder if it's because I'm just like
Your child.
not paying attention that much to the game, because like during these cutscenes and stuff where I'm waiting, I'm like going on my phone and checking social media. Go back to the, I have to quickly attention
To the upper floors, but
attention
allow us to introduce ourselves first.
the attention. Quickly put my attention back onto the game,
Ruler of
so I can like start playing again and do a trick.
Sheriff Toadster, the protector and only other citizen of the kingdom.
Getting me right now.
I apologize on behalf of both myself and the sheriff for the rough reception. We've all been a little on edge lately. I'm sure you can understand. How's the elevator back up doing, Sheriff?
Not too well. It's missing some crucial parts. 3 to be exact.
Do you know where these parts are?
Yes, Your Majesty. I was previously too occupied to go and collect them.
The coming hours will be rough for us all. But this is not your battle, Parent. Sheriff, accompany the Parent and go grab the missing parts.
But Your Majesty,
So like I can see through the collision here, the stairway.
Once you two get back with the parts in hand.
Not anything broken, it just looks weird. Like you can see through the gaps and see under the map. Yeah, this Banban 4 portion of this run is just all kinds of spaghetti. I bet you're gonna be like 8 minutes behind once I'm done with this out of bounds. As silly as that sounds. Odd. Okay, got up. Gonna be extra careful with it this time. Not being careful screwed me over before. Like, edge myself pixel by pixel to make sure I don't fall. Good for right now. Down here. Bit. Jump over here. And fall down. Finally, dear God, man. Lost like almost 8 minutes.
What happened?
That is so dumb. Oh my God. But hey, made it. We're finishing a run at least. It's like I said earlier, you get to see the opposite sides of the spectrum. Really bad start, good late game. Really good start, really bad late game. Or in this case, really bad Banban 4. It's like Banban 2, I lost some time from a couple deaths. But Banban 3 went really well. In fact, actually, now that I realize it, Banban 3 is so good that if I was going for just a Banban 3 PB and I wasn't using the Hydra strat, that would have been PB by 20 seconds. That is wild that I get that good of a run on any of the games. Quadrilogy. That one with Banban 3 since it's the longest one, and it's, I think, has the hardest tricks. Actually, I think the out of bounds in Banban 4 might be a bit harder. I don't know, it's hard to gauge how hard they actually are. Like I said earlier, I'm pretty consistent at them, but I think with Banban 3 they're harder because like you have to do so many of them in a row. Whereas with Banban 2 or Banban 4, it's just like a couple skips and that's it. Because the run is so short.
Every single one of your orders. Why won't you give me that satisfaction one last time? All I want is to make you laugh.
But you know what will happen if I laugh.
I do. And I told myself time and time again that some things are more important than laughter. But I can't wait anymore. I need to make you laugh, even if just for a little bit. I can't be put aside again. I am nothing without a ruler to entertain.
Apparently that Suika game pretty viral among
Your Majesty, tell me,
I might try that out at some
What
point.
did the train conductor say to the kangaroo? Hop on!
Buy this week. It's like a free download. I imagine it's probably available for PC or Switch or something.
We gotta run! This entire floor's going down! And no-
One last force quit. Get me out of this nightmare. That could have been a PB, but hey, here we are. I'm still low-key salty about that. That was
They're not
embarrassing.
escaping. I've managed to get the elevator to work, but only partially. It can only go down. But right now, we have to escape this entire floor to anywhere else.
I shall learn from that.
Oh wow, man, she rolled that last sweat. Nice.
Just ruined. I've let the other prisoners go, but grab this one. Things he knows will definitely be useful. If we make it down there alive, we need to find the Queen's scepter. It's the only thing that can stop this madness.
Hey, cool. So I think that's a good way to end off the stream for today. Obviously we didn't get a PB, although we were pretty close to that run. But like I said, that's kind of how speedruns go. You don't always get what you want. And in this case, it was actually kind of good, because we got to see the two sides of how a run goes. Like, really good start, bad late game, then bad start, and then, well, at first it was a bad start, then a really good late game with practically perfect runs, the remaining two games, and then a really good start, and then a really bad late game in Banban 4 that we just got. It's almost 8 minutes, though. Lost. Oofers. Yeah. I think that'll be a good point to stop for today. I know I was originally going to stream Genshin Impact tonight, but I figured I decided pretty much at the last minute I wanted to do Banban speedruns instead, for hotfix! Exclamation mark hotfix, by the way, or about the run. So I'll be back tomorrow. Genshin Impact. I'll be playing through story quest for the new region that came out a couple months ago, Fontaine. I also might roll for Rio Thesleigh. We'll see. No guarantees on that, but I might. And I'll see y'all then. All for watching.